All right, so this is number 6. We're talking about deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, and how it pertains to the Bible, okay? I am trying to keep this as simple as possible, and I am going to now talk about how important it is that man and woman stay together, and how they are all considered to be a one flesh person in the eyes of God. Now, God considers the union of man and woman to be stronger than that of mother and child. Okay, so when you got God that's telling you as a child of Adam, or as a relative of Adam, that your union is stronger with your husband or your wife than it is with your own kid, I mean, you are talking some serious commandments. You're talking a very serious union, all right? Because when you have a mother who gives birth to a child, you would automatically think that the child's union between their mother is closer than that of the woman and the man, which is so far from the truth, because according to the Bible, the union of man and woman is the strongest, and let's go ahead and find out why. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about some more scientific stuff. So it's very, very overwhelming to deal with it, and it is going to be really, really hard for some to understand, scientifically speaking. Now, I had a little bit of a head start because when I graduated college, of course, I had to take physiological psychology, but I don't stay on that subject, and I only go back to it if need be. Okay, so in regards to man and woman's union, when the man mates with a woman, his sperm goes into the woman, therefore it changes the woman's biological strand, her structure, her temple, whatever you want to call her body, physiologically speaking. Okay, and let's go ahead, and I think I'm going to take a couple of these links and then just read them to you, and I will try to explain as best as I can what they mean according to scientific terminology. Okay, I'm going to do the best that I can. So let's go ahead and take the first one. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to read a couple of different terms. I will explain them, or I will define them later. Right now I'm just going to read what it says in regards to experiments that were conducted in regards to what we're talking about. Okay, so in Drosophila melanogaster, sperm and accessory gland proteins, okay, these are called ACPS, and the definition of ACPS is a major component of seminal fluid transferred by males during mating, trigger many physiological and behavioral changes in females. Okay, so did you understand what that means? What it means is when two people unite, when a guy and a girl gets together and they have sex, because the woman is the receiver and the man is the giver, whatever the man has goes into the female, and after a while it starts to change the female, and it changes her in several different ways. Okay, I will point those out in a minute. Let's go ahead and continue reading. Determining the genetic changes triggered in females by male-derived sperm competition, cryptic female choice, and sexually antagonistic coevolution. We used oligonucleotide microarrays to compare gene expression in D. melanogaster females that were either virgin, mated to normal males, mated to males lacking sperm, or mated to males lacking both sperm and ACPS. Remember, ACPS is a major component of seminal fluid. All right, expressions expression of up to 1,783 genes changed as a result of mating. Most less than twofold of these 1,783, 549 genes were regulated by the receipt of sperm, and 160 as a result of ACPS that females received from their mates. Okay, I hope that you are staying with me, and I will definitely leave the links to this information in my index. Okay, now I'm at my 5th minute. Let's go ahead and finish reading, and then we'll go ahead and start on number 7. The remaining genes whose expression levels changed were modulated by non-sperm / non-ACP aspects of mating. The mating-dependent genes that we have identified contribute to many biological processes, including metabolism, immune defense, and protein modification. Okay, so what this article here is saying is this. Okay, now if you were to look up the term Drosophila melanogaster, you're talking about a fruit fly. Okay, you're talking about a fruit fly, and I will get to the reason why most people who experiment use this particular fruit fly in order to get the results that they want to get. I'll explain that in a little bit, okay? But what this article is saying is this. They used people that, they used non-seminal fluid, they used seminal fluid, they used genes that had a couple of different ways that they were used to conduct the experiment. Okay, some of them did not have the ACPS, which is what? A major component of seminal fluid, but still, according to this article, it was still able to change the female. Okay, even though there was no seminal fluid, the female's genes were changed, and biologically speaking, some of the ways that the female was changed was metabolism, immune defense, and protein modification. Okay, now those are some really major changes that occur when mating a male into a female. Okay, and this is why it is considered by God to be one flesh. This is why Adam and Eve and whoever is put together by God is considered to be one flesh. Okay, because the man changes the woman not only in behavioral issues, but physiological issues, which are behavioral issues, and biological processes, which is what the article is saying. Okay, so biologically speaking and as well as physically speaking. All right, so let's go ahead and start on number 7.